Maywood Church of Christ at 619 South 13th Avenue in Maywood, Illinois is about fulfillment for your family. So tell a friend to tell a friend on Wednesday at 7 p.m., Sunday 9:30 a.m. and 10:45 morning worship. Don't miss your lifetime opportunity. 646-752-59.
You know that I love to praise His holy. Well, I love to praise His name.
It's important to recognize that everyone doesn't know how to handle life. And that's where the rubber really meets the road. Well. The reality is the devil will let life happen in such a way that we begin to look for other ways out. And it's been very prevalent these days that our way out happens to be suicide. In particular with our young people, but not to neglect some of our adults. It's getting pretty bad with that. Now, I'm not going to preach a sermon concerning suicide. That's all right, Doc. But to simply learn from our study today with David, he's going to share with us how to navigate through some tough and frustrating times. I believe that in this Psalm, Psalm 25, we don't have a record of when the time was, but we do see that apparent in this Psalm, David was dealing with some frustrations. And he was also dealing with some enemies, as the text says. Meet me at Psalm 25. I just want to encourage us a little bit today. I'm going to reread the text just for emphasis' sake. Unto thee, O Lord, I lift up my soul. Verse 2, oh my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not mine enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Show me thy ways, O Lord. Teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
We've been hearing a series of sermons already on living my life God's way. And here you have David saying in verse 4, show me thy way, O Lord. Teach me thy path. Why? I want to live my life Yahweh's way. Everyone doesn't know how to navigate through life because when life happens, many of us who are struggling and frustrated with life, we allow life or situations in life to take over our life. And if we're not careful, we won't see or we won't know what to do with our life but to try and end our existence. And when fear, worry, doubt, frustration, stress, and the mental agony of dealing with life, that will become to us creating silent sufferers. And not only are we silent sufferers, but we're not able to navigate whatever the devil is throwing at us. And a lot of times we stop there. We give up. We feel hopeless. Sometimes we say, give me anything else except my misery. Sometimes we're going through financial stress. And financial stress can cause anxieties. And if you've been married for 2 days, sometimes marriage can bring anxiety. And in particular, what's really prevalent that's going on is sickness and illness can bring anxiety. Whenever we're dealing with sickness and the doctor comes out and says, we don't know what it is. That's some anxiety. Right away. Because if you're the doctor, the professional, and you don't know what to do. And so what we've learned to do, what we've been practicing in our life, is when these anxieties come, we try to figure it out on our own. We listen to others. And what David is saying, David says, listen, in verse 1, he says, unto thee, O Lord, I lift up my soul. Now, one thing I learned about this psalm is that it's a personal psalm. When you look at these first few verses, he says, my soul, personal. My God, personal. Even my enemies, personal. And so from that perspective, we, on the other hand, when we say, my soul, we're thinking about us. And we want to do everything selfishly. And when we say my God, we say my God after self. And then we pay so much attention to our enemies, we lose sight of our God. And so David says, I lift up my soul. See, it's personal, but it's also his personal responsibility.
All right. Yeah.
Because later, see, when he says in verse 3, yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. That's God's responsibility.
Yes, amen.
Yeah.
You see how he changes that? He says, let me not, let not, and let no. God's responsibility. To the point where he understands that God said, show me, teach me, lead me. Why? Because I know you're coming.
In my heart. Is that all right? Hallelujah.